The passage explores the beginning of the book of Exodus, focusing on the Israelites' oppression in Egypt and God's plan to deliver them. It starts by showing how the Israelites, once welcome and blessed in Egypt due to Joseph's influence, eventually became enslaved under a new Pharaoh who did not know Joseph. Despite their suffering, the Israelites multiplied, showing that God's blessings continued even in hardship. The study highlights the historical background connecting the timeline of Exodus to Egyptian rulers like Ahmose and Thutmose. It also explains that even though Pharaoh's names are not mentioned, faithful individuals like the midwives Shiphrah and Puah are remembered for their courage in defying the king's order to kill Hebrew male babies. These women feared God more than men, and their actions show the power of standing up for what is right. The story then shifts to the birth of Moses during this time of danger. His life was miraculously preserved when he was hidden, then adopted by Pharaoh's daughter. God had a special plan for Moses from the beginning. He was described as a good child, echoing God's declaration of creation as good. Moses would later be the one God used to lead his people to freedom. However, Moses made a mistake by killing an Egyptian who was beating a Hebrew. This act forced him to flee Egypt, changing the direction of his life. Though Moses' early education in Egypt seemed important, it was in the wilderness that God truly prepared him for leadership. His life was split into these three stages: 40 years in Egypt, 40 years in Midian, and 40 years leading Israel. God used even Moses' failures for a greater purpose, showing that his plans prevail no matter what. In summary, the lesson reminds us that no matter how dark or difficult life becomes, God is always present. He hears our cries, sees our struggles, and acts on our behalf. Even when we make mistakes, God can use them for His greater plan. When life feels broken, God's hand is already working to restore, guide, and deliver. He never forgets His promises. God bless you.